Good day, my name is Vincent Ramlochan, Senior Trade and Investment Advisor and the Life Sciences and Healthcare Sector Lead for the English-speaking Caribbean. I will be providing you with a brief presentation on exporting to this region. My presentation will focus on an economic and sector overview, the regulatory environment for medical devices, and opportunities for UK firms. The English-speaking Caribbean covered by DIT consists of 11 countries that are all members of the Caribbean Community, also known as CARICOM. However, DIT has offices in the following countries: Trinidad and Tobago, Jamaica, Guyana with responsibility for Suriname, and Barbados with responsibility for the following Organization of Eastern Caribbean States, or the OECS: St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Dominica, Grenada, Antigua and Barbuda, and St. Kitts and Nevis. Following double-digit recessions in 2020, the IMF forecasts that 2021 will remain a challenging year for most Caribbean countries, with a rebound in growth only expected from 2022 onwards. Although the IMF have upgraded medium-term forecasts for a number of Caribbean countries, it is worth highlighting Guyana, where expected growth is projected at 20.4% due to the offshore oil industry. Debt remains a significant challenge for the Caribbean, though the IMF projects that the region will undertake stronger fiscal rebalancing than other emerging economies. Apart from Suriname, inflation across the rest of the region appears contained due to the moderating effect of fixed currency pegged against the dollar. The floating Jamaican dollar is an exception. There are high levels of foreign reserves sitting in most central banks due to the recent influx of emergency concession finance. Maintaining this stability, however, is contingent on countries returning to a stable fiscal pathway in the upcoming years through both higher growth and prudent fiscal policies. The Caribbean is a net importer and relies heavily on foreign suppliers to meet the country's healthcare needs. This is due to the lack of manufacturing within the medical devices sector within the region. It is also important to note that donations are usually received from governments around the world to assist with procurement of medical devices. The main supplying markets to the Caribbean would include the USA, Panama, UK, Germany, and Canada. There are millions of pounds in public sector opportunities for medical devices in the Caribbean, and this will be discussed later in the presentation. Aid-funded procurement opportunities are also available to UK companies from the World Bank, the IDB, the Caribbean Development Bank, and the USAID. However, these are focused mainly on the COVID-19 response, but they do have an element for the procurement of medical devices. As we seek to recover from the pandemic, the CARIFORUM UK Economic Partnership Agreement has the potential to further stimulate and expand exports. The EPA, which came into effect between the UK and 14 CARIFORUM states at the start of this year, provides UK firms with preferential market access to the region by progressively reducing or eliminating tariffs on approximately 80% of UK goods, including medical devices. It is further estimated by 2033 the vast majority of UK products will enter the Caribbean at zero tariff rate. Apart from COVID-19, some other regional challenges would include non-communicable disease, which is a major cause of the Caribbean's premature adult deaths. Heart attack, stroke, diabetes, and cancers are the leading causes of premature death, with hypertension as the leading risk factor. The Caribbean region has the second highest prevalence HIV rate, with approximately 1% or 250,000 persons living with HIV. Mental health continues to be neglected in the region, and a country within the region may spend only 4.3% of their healthcare budget on mental health. Currently, there are no laws in Trinidad and Tobago, Guyana, Barbados, and the OECS member states as it relates to the registration of medical devices. However, the regulatory bodies in the various countries can request documentation relating to quality certification, medical devices single audit program certificate, free sale certificate, among others. It is important to mention that the government of Trinidad and Tobago is in the process of drafting legislation to regulate medical devices. However, in Jamaica, certain medical devices require registration with the Ministry of Health and Wellness. In Jamaica, some products can be deemed safe enough to be placed on the market without formal registration. For these, the Ministry of Health will grant written approvals. It is also important to note that import license and permits may be required for specific products in different markets. This slide provides a snapshot of the various opportunities available to UK firms across the English-speaking Caribbean. However, I would like to take this time to highlight a live opportunity in Jamaica as part of the 50 million IDB loan. The government of Jamaica is currently seeking to procure dental and other medical devices, and the deadline to submit a bid to this opportunity is the 30th of November 2021. Further information can be provided upon request. Thank you for your interest in the English-speaking Caribbean. For further information on anything shared on this slide, please feel free to contact me using my contact details. Thank you very much and have a great day.